Imagine a world where magic is not the domain of ivory tower academics or noble bloodlines, but a gritty, practical trade practiced by those who live on the fringes of society. You are a hedge wizard, a practitioner of small magics, mending fences, curing blight, and keeping the spirits of the land at bay. But when an ancient, forgotten threat awakens in the wilds, you realize that your humble skills might be the only thing standing between your village and total annihilation. Welcome to the Hedge Wizard, the first grounded, atmospheric, and deeply satisfying installment in Alex Maher's progression fantasy adventure. If you love low magic starts tropes, practical spellcraft, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist rise from obscurity through hard work, ingenuity, and a deep connection to the natural world, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in folk fantasy, blending the visceral satisfaction of a job well done with the profound weight of hidden power. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist navigating the daily struggles of rural life, only to find themselves drawn into a mystery that defies the simple explanations of local folklore. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of damp earth and dried herbs, the hum of latent mana in the soil, and the creeping dread of knowing that every shadow in the woods could hide something far older and more dangerous than a wolf. Maher excels at capturing the psychological reward of mastering small, useful skills, making every successful ritual, every optimized potion, and every narrow escape from a supernatural pest feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is losing the home you've built. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular practical magic trope and the brilliant underdog progression dynamic. This isn't just about casting fireballs. It's about understanding the ecology of magic, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and arrogant superiority. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer ancient spells, craft overpowered charms from common materials, and completely shock arrogant court mages with their unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive breakthrough to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of the Hedge Wizard lies in its characters and the heavy burden of community. The protagonist isn't just a lone wanderer. They are a deeply human individual, struggling to protect their neighbors in a world that has forgotten the value of the little people. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of villagers, apprentices, and even tamed spirits who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their friends watch them casually calculate the yield efficiency of a mana-infused crop. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of farming skills and combat magic to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into mere compost. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who controls the roots. The Hedge Wizard is a triumph of the progression fantasy genre. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Alex Maher has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the wizard. The system is live, but his future is bright.